Do we? I think we do. If they join the team. Go on, I dare them to. There we go. We have them joining a team. Intact Esports against Ree for our upper final, our best of 5. Here we go. Timsey and Rias facing off on the kickoff. Andruzo, good speed to get the boost, but he's actually going to miss the ball, and Remix is going to put a goal in early. That's not the start that they would have wanted. And there it is, 6 seconds into the game. We have a lead for Ree, the certain underdogs of this, but already Rias saying whoops in the chat, trying to get in their heads, trying to make them a little bit triggered. Good hit from SaphiiX, good speed, but it's equalled by Remix. Ducks, good tap. Now Timsey puts it forward. Andruzo. Not seen a lot of Andruzo recently, but he obviously has been playing. He's still on this team, and Remix is going to hit it hard. Andruzo's there. Andruzo, Remix has to make a save. Andruzo again. He's going to put this one in. He's going to level it up. 36 seconds in, should I say, and we are 1 goal apiece. It's a good attempt for Remix, but Dux wasn't there slightly quick enough, and the chat is popping off. Obviously, SaphiiX, Timsey, Rias are all known for being a little bit toxic in the chat when things aren't going their way, and both of them being a little bit toxic at the moment. As a shot comes in, rattles in from Remix. Good save from Andruzo. He is looking quite good so far this game, and SaphiiX is there. It's a good pass and play, give and go. Andruzo, great vision to find SaphiiX. Great speed from SaphiiX to beat the defender. Ducks retreating, turns the wrong way, puts into the corner, 2-1 up. Now, we have had 3 goals in the first minute of this game. This could be a long one at this rate. And the kickoff goes back to Rias. Is he going to try anything fancy? No, just a little 2-touch air dribble. And now Timsey gets the block on to the ball. SaphiiX is going to try and get this one forward, but Dux is there ready and waiting. Timsey plays it out. And Timsey, it's a good touch in past SaphiiX, but SaphiiX defending from the front post. We saw that from Dux earlier. It's not really something you want to be doing. And Rias has just smashed Dux out the play. He's given Intact a free goal, and Andruzo will pick it up. Total beanbags. Look at this. Dux, bye Rias. Just ruined the play with that strange play. SaphiiX is going to try and steal it. He won't manage it. And Andruzo's credited with the goal, and he already has 2 goals to his name. And Rias is going to want to try and get into this game. He hasn't been fantastic so far, just with the 1 assist. And SaphiiX, this is why they are the #1 seed of this tournament. Just look at the speed they're playing with. SaphiiX just 1 little touch into Timsey, knocks it back to SaphiiX. Great play. I didn't even realise Timsey hit it at first, and that's a spectacular play. Probably goal of the day so far. Should have been a little bit more hype for that one, but 4-1 up in 1.5 minutes is a plentiful game for the spectator. And Andruzo touches it forward. Timsey, nice. And SaphiiX is there. Timsey, it's a good touch. He's going to try and get number 5 on the board here. Can't manage it. Remix is there. Oh, and that's a hit and a half from Dux. A doink and a half from Remix. And it's bounced actually all the way back into their own half. And Dux has had to clear that one up. And it's another doink from SaphiiX. Timsey's up in the air. He can't put it on target. And Andruzo might try and finish this off. He'll try. He will not succeed as Timsey tries to get the ball back in but can't. Intact looking really solid so far this game with Andruzo on the offense. They're trying to get number 5. As SaphiiX is going to look for a second touch on this ball. He gets the touchdown, but Timsey isn't there quick enough. It's a good attempt though. And it's good to see that they may have a 3-goal lead, but they're not just sitting back in defense and absorbing the pressure. They are going for more. They are going for gold. But as they do that, Dux almost brings one back, but it's still not over yet. Still about half the game to go, so it's certainly not out of it yet. And it may be now with Andruzo putting in that goal. Great read on the 50-50. Remix thinks he's secure, thinks he's got time, goes for the pinch, and Andruzo's just straight in there, bangs it into the bottom corner. 5 goals to 1 in this best of 5. And we have yet another kickoff. Rias is going to win it, but SaphiiX is going to follow it up. Just this has been the case as soon as the orange side of Ri get a hit, they're just beating them down, pounding them down. I've realised they're on the wrong teams again, but hey, no, you got to do what you got to do. And Intact are absolutely ruining Ri at the moment in time. Just shy of 2 minutes to go, and now SaphiiX is pushing it forward. Andruzo's going to try and follow it up. Still not giving up. They want the Brazil at this rate, and they're going to get at least within 1 goal of it, with SaphiiX making it 6 goals to 1. We could see a Brazil coming through now. SaphiiX, good goal. So speedy. You can just look at the play, and they're a lot faster than the orange team. And 1 more goal would confirm the Brazil, and no team wants that to happen. Back in. They will want to try and get a goal on the board just so they don't lose this badly. Ducks is waiting in the midfield, maybe looking for a pass from Remix. He won't have any boost, so he's going to have to take it on his own. This is high level gameplay, but without boost, not many of these players can do much, except Andruzo, who's just bullying them into submission. Ducks almost scores an own goal. SaphiiX is going to try and put one on target. Ducks is forced to make a save as Timsey tries to get one on the board. Timsey actually goalless so far in this game, and it is going to be the Brazil. Andruzo and SaphiiX on 7 shots each. Andruzo with 4 goals, SaphiiX with 3 goals. That is the Brazil confirmed. They're just dominating at this point. There's still a minute to go. We could have more goals to come in this game, and this could well be a 3-0 sweep unless Ri decide to change something up for next game, as Timsey may try. Timsey still wants to get his first goal. It looks like he's getting carried a little bit on the scoreboard at the moment with half of the points of either of his teammates. You see, you can still see, even when Andruzo may have a chance for a shot, he's passing it over. I think that's one of the differences between these two teams. It's just the vision on Intact that just makes them so much better at the moment. Andruzo trying to own goal. Good attempt, but doesn't quite manage it. It was be closing in the last 30 seconds. Good block from SaphiiX. It's still an interesting game. It's not like they're going to win it anymore. And now Rias is trying to score own goals as well. It's all over the place as Timsey tries to get a flick. Taps up. SaphiiX jumping over that one. Oh, SaphiiX. Are they going to try and keep it at 7-1? Looks like they're going to try and do it. The game is over. The score is 7 goals to 1. And Intact take it. I will try and let them know that that they should need to switch teams. They may ignore me totally, which, to be honest, I wouldn't really blame them for. Swap teams. There we go. Hopefully they will abide. And then here we go. So we have a second game of this best of 5. We'll see at the very least 3 games here. But I don't really think we're going to have any more at this rate, because they just look dominating in game 1. And now we have game 2, Ducks switching it up. He's in the Batmobile. This is the first car I think we've seen all day other than the Octane. And can this make the key difference that his team needs? Because they need to change something. They cannot go out by losing 7-1 to a team like Intact. I have seen that Jakey has come online. I'm not sure if he'll be allowed to sub in instead of Chris, but hopefully he can. Hopefully he can get some games in. His Remix completely beans it. And Timsey will get his first goal in 2 games, 20 seconds into the second. Remix completely beaning it away from Rias. They're probably getting a little bit toxic to each other now. I wouldn't really blame them. They've just lost 7-1. Timsey will put his team a goal up coming into the last 4 minutes 40 of the game. So still plenty of time to make the comeback, but it's certainly not the start they would have wanted. Rias, hard hit down forward. He's actually pre-jumping for this one, and he manages to make contact. Ducks in his Batmobile are ready and waiting. Remix, good touch over. SaphiiX does bump him out of the sky though, so not a lot he can do there, and it's a big shot in But Remix is there, waiting. Yes. Double commit there slightly. Andruzo and SaphiiX both up on the wall. It's a bump onto Timsey. He will still get there. Then there is Andruzo coming through, waiting in the wings for that play. And Andruzo, good passing play again. Dux is going to need to save this one. Obviously, the number 1 seed, and they're showing why they're the number 1 seed. Timsey, touch inside. It's a good attempt, but SaphiiX is now going to try and get a hard hit down. He'll give it a go, and Andruzo tries to get a doink. Not quite powerful enough, but it's good sustained pressure there. Only 1 goal up, but they're looking so much promising. I wouldn't be surprised if they also take the next goal of the game, because they're just so much more consistent. Their hits are so much faster and so much harder than all of the players on Re. Now SaphiiX is going to give it a go as Andruzo makes it there. Andruzo and SaphiiX linking up, making sure the defense is looking strong as ever. But Dux is there, good save from SaphiiX, keeping it away from the goal. And there's Andruzo picking up the pieces, and SaphiiX getting it clear. So as we enter the final half of this game, it's still 1 goal, 2 intact, and they're going to try and make it more. They don't want to be living on the edge like this. Obviously, 7-1 in game 1 and only 1-0 in game 2 wouldn't be a good look. So they're going to want to try and get more, solidify themselves as the number 1 seed of this tournament. As Timsey hits it over, and he's going to keep it away from Andruzo. He's actually saved it there. He's throwing the game. He's going to get banned for match fixing. And there's a knockdown into the corner. Beanbag Timsey he is a bit of an idiot sometimes, and Andruzo taps it over. It's down to Timsey now. Will he be able to redeem himself for that mistake later on in the game? Not with that miss, he won't. And SaphiiX is there. Demo onto SaphiiX. Rias not taking any prisoners in this game so far, and Duck's trying to move it forward. The Batman hasn't really made much of a difference, to be honest. He is top of the leaderboard, but only just, and you'd kind of expect maybe a car switch like this. If he's this confident in his abilities, he should be able to transition over quite quickly, but now it's Andruzo on the ball. SaphiiX may try and go for this if he gets the boost. Andruzo with the double tap. Absolutely brutal, absolutely outrageous from him. Fast hit off the ball. I thought he might be passing. He throws in a spin in there as well. 103 kilometers per hour over Ducks. Not a lot anyone on the blue side can do that. It's now 2-0 with 2 minutes to go. Andruzo again. Is he going to try and read this? Surely not. And Dux is there. Rias trying to get it clear. The game isn't over yet, but it is looking as more and more bleak as the seconds go by for Re. Oh, but SaphiiX, is he going to get number 3? Yes, he is. Dux waiting on the boost like a total melon, and SaphiiX is going to make easy pickings of the rest of his team. 1 touch past Rias, little fake plus past Remix, and Dux is left in no man's left land, and SaphiiX gets another fantastic goal. The 3 goals for intact are shared between all 3 players. Obviously, last game, Timsey was at the bottom of the leaderboard by some substantial margin. They're going to try and keep a clean sheet. It will be good for their defense for the rest of the series. Obviously, just 1 game more to play at the minimum after this one. Ducks heading it forward. We are now into the final minute of game time in game 2. Yes. Will he double touch this? No, he won't. There is Remix, trying to just keep something alive, get a little bit of motivation. There's 10-1 on aggregate over the past 2 games, make it 11-1. As Timsey gets his second of the game, it's now 4-0. They're just too good, aren't they? This is what you get when these players have put so much time and effort into the game that they can just run rings around some of their opponents, and they're just showing it off here. 40 seconds left to go. I think we can say it's all but over for this game. Dux is going to put 1 in, and Remix is going to follow it up. He's going to finish it off 4-1. Now 11-2. Certainly not a good score. Powerful pass from Dux. It's well done by him. Andruzo can't get there. They're not going to have to clean sheet in either of the first 2 games, but There is still game 3 to look for. I can't really see a comeback coming in this. There is 35 seconds. It's not totally over, but just with the way Intact have been playing, I can't see that much of a comeback. Saying that, maybe a good attempt, but it's not gone well. Ducks, he's going to deal with this one. It's a good pinch down the field. Maybe that's why he switched to Batmobile, idolising Cuxer a little bit. Timsey, one-on-one now. He's got Andruzo in support, but that is going to be the end of the game. 4 goals to 1 in the favour of Intact Esports. Will SaphiiX try and make it 5? No, he won't. Will Andruzo? No, he won't. Will SaphiiX try again? No, he won't. But game 2 goes to the Oranges. Convincing performance so far. I am very impressed with how they've been playing. So, I just can't see a world in which Intact can lose this. Surely they've got 3 attempts to win a game, and they're just looking absolutely fantastic. And this would take them into the grand final. Also, thank you to all the followers who have followed this channel today. I think we've had about 6 or 7. So, thank you very much for that. We are coming into the final match. The final chance, really, at this rate. It is do or die this time round for 3. They're going to have to change something up. Let's see what cars Ducks is in. Ducks is back in the Octane, so he obviously didn't feel it last game either. Who knows what could happen? We could see another dominating performance, but well, can only wait and see. It will need to be the reverse sweep. Oh my goodness! Andruzo with the pass up to SaphiiX, but it won't quite go in. Demo from Rias. They don't want to concede early. Remix is in the breakout. That's a very interesting choice. Sorry, I didn't know that earlier, but Timsey's going to hit it into SaphiiX, who's going to try and get it back to Andruzo. Link up play here, but Rias will be able to follow it up. Andruzo, hard downfield, Remix is there. He's going to knock this one down. Hopefully, Rias can get on the end of it, but he can't. Timsey down to Andruzo. Andruzo, big hit, not in. He's trying again, Andruzo, just being a bit of a pest at the moment, and he's just making the blue team use up so much of their boost, just knocking the ball around, and that's going to be another goal. Duck's not happy. Duck's just sitting still. He's almost accepted his fate at this point. You just can't beat them. They're such a high-level team that they're just running rings around. And obviously, you must consider their opponent's Rias. He's about 1700 MMR. That's well into GC. Remix, he is GC. Ducks, he's at least 1600. These aren't bad players, guys. These are good players, but Intact are just so much better. Really impressive performance from Impact today. Intact, should I say. And now we have Andruzo hitting it forward. He's got enough boost to follow this up. He gets one more off the backboard, but he can't finish. Poor touch from Timsey there. It's going to allow Ducks into the play and Rias as well. Oh, it's a big hit forward. Timsey. Oh, what a touch. Oh, they are running rings around him at this point. SaphiiX with the fake. What a goal from Intact Esports. Timsey, what a touch to slow it down. Andruzo with the touch. Then SaphiiX with a brutal fake onto Ducks. Absolutely sensational. Goal of the tournament so far. And I think that's the nail in the coffin for Re at this point. They're 2-0 down. It's 2-0 in games to them. And there's not a lot of life left in this blue side as SaphiiX almost gets another one. Bump onto Rias. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a rage crit, to be brutally honest. I mean, one more goal and I wouldn't be surprised if they're just gone. They don't want to play anymore because this is like a Champ 1 entering ESL. Obviously, there is the ESL tournament going on about 2 hours ago, but as I say that, they're back in the game. There's just a 1 goal difference. Remix with the goal. Good pass from Rias. I still don't think it will be enough though, because every time Re score a goal, it just seems that Intact reply with 3 more. So it's impressive performance from them. They haven't kept a clean sheet in any game, and to be brutally honest, considering this is the winners' final and they're this dominant, I can't really see them losing this entire tournament. Ducks He's going to try and get it, but it's just a bit useless. Every play that he tries to make is answered by an equal or better response. It must be Newton's fifth law or something as Andruzo gets another one in. Sensational from Intact. It's a joy to watch them, to be brutally honest. Andruzo just getting his way through the defense and miss on the backboard from Ducks, and it's yet another goal for Intact, and they are 3-1 up. They are 2-0 up in games. They are looking absolutely on fire, and it looks like the €20 prize pool that they get from winning this tournament, they have a firm grip on it as it stands. Obviously, if they do go into the grand final with from the upper bracket, I'm pretty sure we will have a bracket reset situation. So if things were to end as they are, it would mean if Ree made it to the final, it would take them 2 best-of-5 series to bring it back, and it's looking fantastic for Intact. They are fantastic players and a fantastic team. Obviously, they've needed to show this to the organisation for some time, but now it finally looks like they're performing on a fairly significant stage. These aren't bad players, as I said before, and they're just sort of styling on them at this point, and Ducks looking lost, and Andruzo gonna almost knock in another one. And a clear from Rias. Next up will be the losers final, which will be probably between Ree and the Irish peeps, which will be a rematch to be reckoned with. Obviously, it was a very close series to begin with, so that'll be interesting as Andruzo scores again. Remix not defending well. It seems like the life has been knocked out of them. I can't see them making a comeback. Obviously, this is actually maybe quite bad because this will mean that if Ducks and Ree will drop down to the lower finals, it means they will have had to play 4 series, one after the other, which isn't that fun to play, to be brutally honest. So maybe they're running out of ideas, running out of strategies to beat this Intact team, just throwing everything at it, including the kitchen sink. And Timsey, he's just enjoying time. Obviously, he's been a busy guy. He's been really making massive improvements in the last months, and it's really paying off now in this tournament. He's just showing it in style. 40 seconds to go before Intact make it to the grand final of this tournament. A miss from Ducks. He's actually totally faked out SaphiiX on the line. A brutal fake. I guess they're not out of it yet, but as I said, it must be Newton's 5th law. Every action has an equal or better reaction from Intact Esports. And it just seems that it's just incredible to watch. I think Intact are looking like the strongest team this tournament. They're playing fantastically. I mean, to be honest, I thought Ree came into this game as a force, but they've just been completely shut out from the get-go. And Andruzo, will he try and make this 5-2? No, he won't. The game is going to be in Intact's favour. In the end, on aggregate, it will actually be 15-4 in favour of Intact. And as they do this, the ball is going to hit the floor. And that is a 3-0 sweep from Intact. And they have proven themselves to be an absolute force coming into the grand final. That is going to be it. Again, we're going to go to a short break. The next match we have coming up is going to be the lower final, which is going to be between Ree and Irish peeps. And Ree may be a little bit tilted, so we're going to go to a break. I'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a final best of 5. I do not believe there will be a bracket reset. We'll have to see if that comes up, but now it's up to Benjamin. Can he get this shot on target? It's easy save for Timsey. I'm not going to lie, I do have heavy favourites as the Intact boys. I just think they're a little bit too fast. If Benjamin can't slow them down enough, then I cannot see how they can lose, but we have seen upsets so far in this tournament, and it's definitely going to be close. So here we go. 30 seconds in. Not really any goals or any big pressure bits yet, but now Pew. Up in the air, but to pass down to Benjamin. It's weak shot. Andruzo's there. Down to SaphiiX. Or sorry, down to Timsey, and he's going to put it in. Good shot. Pass from Andruzo up to Timsey. Timsey just sort of waiting, playing it slow. Not a particularly good shot, but it was powerful enough to get it over Destin and into the back of the net. Benjamin is going to lose the kickoff on purpose, actually, to bring Pew into the play. Can Pew get a double tap? No, he can't, but SaphiiX is there to reply. Benjamin up into the corner. A drop down to Destin, but Destin can't get the shot on target. SaphiiX with a good clear. Pew's actually missed that one, uncharacteristic from him, and Benjamin's now left with very little boost, trying to do things in the midfield. Miss from Timsey, but SaphiiX is there to clean up his mess, and SaphiiX is going to go again, but Pew is ready in the wings waiting. Pew leaving it to Benjamin. Can he challenge this? Yes, he can, but he's going to lose the challenge. It goes all the way back to Destin. Up in the air, a bump on Destin's teammate there, actually. Not what they would have wanted. Andruzo doinking it up in the air. That's a long clear from Destin, and it's up to Timsey, but he does well. He's super consistent, that man. He's done a really good job so far this tournament. And now this could be another goal, but Timsey not enough boost to put the ball past the defender. Now we have Andruzo waiting in the corner. I think he's just managed to get the boost, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a powerful shot. Destin not able to reach it, and this is high-level gameplay if I've ever seen it. A demo onto Benjamin. SaphiiX, good play. Can he get this boost? Yes, he can. He might be able to get this in field, but Timsey, it was a little bit too far back for him. Chance now for intact. Timsey drops it down. Andrews over the chance. Not there though. Oh, that's over him. Timsey actually has a chance for quite a big clear here. And it's actually gone over Destin, and Benjamin's only got a challenge on it. Good delaying strategy, and that's one's behind Benjamin. Pew's going to pick it up, but SaphiiX is going to reply. That may be a goal if Destin can't get there. He can't. It's 2 goals, 2 intact. They're looking super strong at the moment, like flex tape. They are having a fantastic time at the moment. Andruzo, what's he going to do on the kickoff? He's actually going to let it past him to SaphiiX. It's actually probably not intentional, but it happens. Interesting freestyling from SaphiiX. Obviously a little bit cocky. Will this drop down? Timsey's there. Will he beat Pew? He will, but it's not quite on target. Repping the Stocktain. Good touchdown from SaphiiX. This may go in if he can reach this round, and Andruzo is there, but he won't be able to capitalise on the opportunity, and the pressure is all on, is all for intact. They're looking fantastic. They're definitely looking like the best team in the tournament. Andruzo, will he be able to get this one on target? Double commit, but that won't phase him. Timsey gets the double tap off the wall. Good mechanical skill shown, but Andruzo won't be able to put it in. And the reply is swift from Pew. He will not let you make those mistakes. All 3 players for intact too high up. SaphiiX not rotating back. Pew is going to put it in. 2-1, 1-goal game. Even kickoff. Pew's going to get it. A little bit messy, but it works out. Miss from Timsey. This could be an opportunity for Benjamin to bring the scoreline level. It won't happen. There's 1.5 minutes to go. Pew up in the air. He might try and get a flip reset here. He might have gone for it. I couldn't really see, but whatever he's done, he's just scored a sensational goal. Good touch here. Did he get the flip reset? No, he didn't. He just tapped it lightly, and the miss from Andruzo, it wasn't actually as sensational as I thought to begin with, but it was a good goal. The second double tap I think we've seen all day, and it goes to the man on Bezoar Silver. SaphiiX, good touch. Can Timsey get there in time? It could be a pass down to SaphiiX. He might put this one on target. Yes, he will. You cannot doubt him. It is 3-2, 2 intact. Great vision from Timsey. He just knows where to look on those passes. And SaphiiX, they've obviously got very good chemistry together as a team. They know where each other are going to be at certain times. And this is just showing the scoreline isn't really reflecting their dominance, I'd say, in this game. And it looks like they may take game 1 as things stand, and Andruzo's now gonna bounce over. Destin might have an opportunity to put this one in. He's going to leave it to Pew. Pew can't finish it, but the demo from Destin, pressure isn't over yet. He's going to get this one back into the middle. It's on the backboard. Will Pew be able to finish it? It bounces down. Timsey with the clear. It's back in from Benjamin. They are doing everything they can within the last 50 seconds to try and get the goal back. SaphiiX. He's up on the wall. He's doing quite well just to delay now. Andruzo, that's leaving Timsey in a very bad position here. And the demo on Timsey. Benjamin's going to put it in. Fantastic vision from Pew to look for the demo. We've seen that a couple of times today. The demo game is becoming almost the meta in this game of taking the opponents out of the play when they're in a position to save it. And this game has turned into an incredibly close affair incredibly quickly. And we are all tied up 3-3 with 30 seconds to go. Destin, good kickoff. It's up to Andruzo to get the challenge. He'll do it. Andruzo, they'll try and get it over with Benjamin. Won't happen, but there is a chance now for SaphiiX to put it on target. Timsey now. Timsey puts it in. We've seen a lot of goals this game, and Timsey is showing why he is good enough to be at this level. And good touch from SaphiiX. Both players jumping around, flailing around like dead fish, and, well, no, alive fish. And a great shot from Timsey to put it past the final defender. 13 seconds to go. 4-3-2 intact. Destin is going to go off the ceiling. Leaves it to Benjamin. It's almost a pinch from between Benjamin and Destin. And Andruzo just needs to get this one clear. It's going to hit the ground. Game 1 goes to intact. Good first game from Intact. They just looked fantastic. And they're just so solid as a team. They know what to do when they're playing together. And it's really, really impressive for particularly Silver. I'm quite impressed with how they've performed because I didn't really come into this tournament with many expectations, as I had earlier. I sort of had the belief that Intact would take the victory, but then I thought it would be the Irish peeps followed by Ree. But it looks like Silver have pulled something out, and I must have doubted them a little too much, and they are showing why they deserve to be the second best team so far in this tournament. But as it stands, just 2 more games would do it for Intact. And as we get into the second one now, this could be the breaking point, honestly. I have a feeling that if Intact managed to pull it out and get this game under their belt, this could just spell the end of Bezoar Silver in this tournament. And as a result, spell the end to this tournament and give all the prize money, or at least 2/3 of the prize money, to the Intact boys. But it's certainly not over yet. Benjamin will not want to go down, at least without a fight. He is a passionate man. He will not want to end his tournament on a bad run. Timsey gonna have an opportunity. He's gonna put it against the backboard. Can he double tap this? But Benjamin with a good read off the backboard. SaphiiX now gets beaten out by Pew. Pew looking so fast the last few games. Even against Ree, he was just fantastic. And Destin takes that one away from Benjamin. Pew's gonna follow it up. A good hit downfield from Andruzo. Really powerful. Well done from him. Again, good pressure. He was a little bit absent last game, but this game he's, at least in the first minute, he's really showing up a bit consistent. Consistently better than he was last game. And now, and what's he going to go for? Is he going to go for the flip reset? Oh, it's 30. He's got it. Is he going to score it? Yes, he is. Andruzo with a play of the day with a flip reset. Destin sitting on the line, not a clue what's going to go on. Unbelievable from Andruzo. This is why you sign him for an organisation when he can pull out things like that. That is an absolutely sensational shot. I am absolutely shocked, and it is 1-0 to Intact. Shot forward from Timsey. He's going to pick it up. Andruzo smashes it forward. And once again, Andruzo looking so good this game. He is right in the play all the time, and Timsey tries to pinch that one off the backboard. Pew going to dribble this one down to Benjamin. Not quite there. Bounces forward. Oh, it's actually a bump, a teammate bump. And now Timsey has an opportunity. Will Andruzo be able to centre this for him? Not quite. A really good attempt, but he couldn't quite manage it, and now Pew is going to have to get this one cleared desperately. He's got very little boost to work with. SaphiiX will turn for this undoubtedly, and back into Timsey. It's a good passing play, good link up, but a good block from Benjamin, keeping his team alive, keeping his team in this game. Andruzo, good doink over, and it's going to be another shot. Andruzo puts it in. He is on fire this game. Just look at the scoreboard. Look at how far ahead he is. Every touch he's made even has come to something. Absolutely brilliant from him, and he will be really happy with his performance, at least in this game. If he can keep that up for the third game, then he will be in great stead to almost carry his team to the victory of this tournament. Timsey, he's going to bring this forward. A good touch inside to Andruzo. Pew getting this clear. An attempt from SaphiiX, interesting play, but it's not worked. Andruzo bouncing in. SaphiiX is there, he's waiting in the wings, and Pew is forced to make a late save. Oh, now this could be a chance if Benjamin can rally his team together. I mean, he needs to get some goals, at least in this game. Pass forward into Benjamin. Destin tries to get it. Andruzo, he's going to wait there. He's going to be ready for this shot. He's going to try and hit this one on target even. And almost an impossible angle, negative angle, but it's very close.
Nice.
Thank you very much for the follow. I'm not sure who that was, but that was someone, and the shot in from Andruzo. He's even doing spins, and SaphiiX almost comes in from the side, and they're just styling on Silver at this point. They're just not really showing what they're made of. Not showing the fight that they did in game one, as SaphiiX is almost going to put one on target. This is sensational play. They are absolutely outclassing Silver in the last couple of minutes. And Timsey, he's been a little bit quiet this game, almost like Andruzo was last game, but he's always want to step up when it really counts, and at the moment he doesn't really need to. He's sort of got his team ahead, he's ready, he's waiting everywhere, and now SaphiiX. He's going to put this one shot on target. Andruzo's going to knock it back to SaphiiX, maybe into Timsey, or he just goes for goal. Pew makes the clear. No boost for Andruzo, but he's still going to make the touch. Poor attempt from Pew, and now it is up to SaphiiX. He's going to manage to put one forward. Oh, miss from Pew. He's just seems to have lost the flair that he had earlier in the games. But he is going to touch that one. Benjamin with a miss. That's going to be crucial with the last 50 seconds. They need 2 goals, and they need at least one now. Demo onto Andruzo. It's going to buy them a little bit of time, but time isn't what they need. They just need to try and get a goal quickly, and they're running out of moments to do so. As every second ticks down, their likelihood of winning this match is going to die down. Destin feathering his boost, trying to go as fast as he can. And it's a miss there, and that all but confirms it. I can't see anything happening now as SaphiiX is going to go for the double tap. And now they must make sure they don't overcommit. I mean, the game isn't over until the ball touches the floor on 0 seconds. Timsey forced to make a save. A good play from SaphiiX. That's going to end the game. 5 seconds to go, 2 goals. It's not even possible at this point. Timsey, the ball is going to touch the floor, and it's going to be 2-0 in goals and 2-0 in games to Intact.gg. They are looking for the clean sweep in the grand final, and I am so excited to see if there's even anything that the Silver side can do. They seem to be running really dry, running really flat, running out of ideas. And also thank you very much for the follow, King Wizard and Rias. Here we go once again. We have possibly what could be the final game of this entire tournament. It's going to dictate who takes home 20 euros and who takes home 10 euros. But it's not about that. It's also about bragging rights. This is a big part of the community of who can say that, oh, I've beaten this person, oh, I've beaten this person. And the pressure is on Intact to try and get this clean sweep. A good bomb from Benjamin. He's going to try and get his team back into the series. SaphiiX, knock inside into Timsey. Is he going to get this goal? Not quite. He tries to go for a little fake, but it's not quite on. Andruzo, he's looking for SaphiiX on the ceiling. They're just making really bold plays. I mean, this is a slight risk, obviously. Getting a little bit cocky when it's still 0-0 in the third game. It's not like the series is totally over yet, so They must keep their feet on the ground and make sure that they know what play they should make and not be too risky with the things they do. Destin gets the clear down to Benjamin. Can he get the touch? Yes, he can. SaphiiX. It's a weak hit off the ceiling, so Benjamin's going to be able to get that one forward. But it's straight into the grasp of Andruzo. He's going to go off the ceiling. He's got his reset. It's not quite come off. SaphiiX, good touch. It's only going to delay, but he gets the ball over. This could be a shot in its own. As the fake onto Pew, and now in comes Timsey. Timsey gets the shot. It's very close. It might go in anyway. Yes, it will. Timsey puts them 1 goal up. I think Timsey doesn't really get the recognition he deserves sometimes. He's such a great player. Just when it counts, he just puts goals in, and he's super impressive. Then Benjamin in chat, when you think he made a great save. And yeah, I'm sure, I think it was Destin would have been happy with that save, but it just bounces right back in the net. Coming in when it counts, that is Timsey alright, and this is certainly where it counts in the final of a tournament. Timsey dribbling it forward. And now Destin not quite on target. They need to bring themselves back in the game. They've gone down early in every single game so far, and it's just haunted them, even in the games where it's been close. And SaphiiX manages to get a strong clear there. Infield, Timsey tries to get onto it. And shot from Andruzo. Can't get there. SaphiiX has a go. Pew gets this one forward. Is Benjamin going to reach it? Not quite. A little too far away. Andruzo going to get this read. Of course he does. He's just been playing like that. They've just been feeling it, the entire Intact team, that they just know what play to make at all times, and they're just sort of dominating. Even the scoreline doesn't really suggest it. Touch from Pew, tries to get it down to Destin, and Andruzo makes another critical save for his side. Andruzo, he's going to chase this ball down. He's going to come off the ceiling even. Oh, what a challenge. You have to admire just the knowledge of the game and the understanding of what opponents are likely to do in a certain situation. And he's hit it high. Will he be able to score this? Not quite. Pew has a go, but they just seem to be running so flat at the moment, the Bezoar Silver. I think the story's all about Intact. They came in as the #1 seed, and they've shown all the way through, not having dropped a single series. Timsey, all of his teammates are flying around. He's playing to Andruzo, and it is 2 goals to Intact, and they're sort of just outclassing them at this point. They're looking fantastic. The play is great, and Silver just don't seem to have any energy left in them. I thought Benjamin would be able to keep them motivated, keep them hoping that they can win, but they've just sort of died down. The pressure is not there, and Timsey is going to try and get another shot on. It's Destin trying to get a shot on, but SaphiiX is there. Good touch from SaphiiX. It's only as far as Pew. And it's over. It's just a 1 goal game now. 1.5 minutes. 1 goal separating the two sides. SaphiiX trying to get a little doink, but Pew was just about there. Timsey not up quick enough, and they have conceded. The clean sheet is gone. Andruzo, he's going to get this boost. He might be able to make a play, but he actually leaves that one to SaphiiX. SaphiiX trying to get a flip reset of his own, but just not quite got it the way Andruzo had it. And Timsey with a fantastic challenge. He is reading the play so fantastically well at the moment. SaphiiX with a good challenge. Andruzo off the backboard, and Timsey just seems to know where the ball's going. Destin trying to read him, but he's just unreadable. He's just reading the game so well, and it's just really impressive. This Intact side is just a pleasure to watch. SaphiiX, good touch. Challenge is going to come in. Andruzo's going to be there. It's going to bounce high. It's actually going to be quite useful for them, but Pew trying to still create chances. They haven't given up totally, but that's just a weak shot. They've just run out of life, run out of steam in the engine, and Andruzo now going for the air dribble. Can he put this one in? Pew is there quick. Pew just been looking really fast this series. It's been very impressive how fast he's been rotating, how fast his aerials are. I'm sure in the future we could see him turn into a great player, and Benjamin. Good backflip. He's got the half flip, Andruzo, and SaphiiX pre-flying. 30 seconds. They need 2 goals. Can SaphiiX score this? Surely not. It's a great attempt, but the angle a little bit too tight on that occasion. 20 seconds to go. It may be all over. Silver need a goal, and they need it right now. Intact so promising. Andruzo may get one more. 10 seconds to go until it looks like Intact.gg are going to be your Bezoar 3v3 tournament champions. As the ball touches the ground, they are going to take a 3-0 sweep in the grand finals. They have won the tournament in convincing fashion, and that performance is something that will shock, that will send waves around the community even. That this team is here to play, and they are here to win as well. I'm going to see if maybe we can get an interview with these guys. This would be kind of interesting. Just to see their view on the take of the game. Intact, so impressive in that game. Okay, it looks like Timsey is down for an interview. Let's see what he has to say about that series, which they just won in dominant fashion. Okay, we should see at least one of the Intact members jumping in the Discord soon enough. There we go. We have Timsey, SaphiiX, and Andruzo in the channel. Sort of just a question directed to any of you. You won that grand final in convincing fashion. Obviously, you played Silver earlier in the tournament, and you gave up a game to them. What was the difference between playing them earlier and playing them now?
Now we were warmed up.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
So, what expectations did you have coming into this tournament?
I mean, as a top seed, you have to do what's expected of you. So I think we delivered. So yeah, so I expected at least final.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, you performed fantastically. You were really impressive. Let's see, how many games did you drop? You dropped. Hold on, did Silver take a game off you in the final?
Nope. No.
Benjamin reported it as 3-1.
Oh my.
Yeah, you just dropped a single game in the entire tournament. So, what sort of preparation did you put in? Have you just been sort of grinding previously and just getting to know each other's playstyles more?
I mean, yeah, basically, like, we had some issues with our rotation, but everything recently just clicked. So everything just works out now.
Well, that's...
I'm happy.
Yeah. Any other comments from any of you?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, congratulations to Intact. They will be taking home the grand prize of €20. Also, commiserations to the runners-up, Bezoar Silver, who will take home a respectable €10 between the 3 of them. Thank you very much for tuning into this stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. I have been Rez, and goodbye.